Now when one is possessed by Satan or jinn, his words are very difficult to understand and decipher. Is it possible? Is it possible to write or compose a book of the highest literary standard, expounding all those matters clearly and plainly without doubts? Surely, it is impossible for an elected person or for someone who is possessed by Satan or jinn to produce a book which encompasses all things I have said. And the most astonishing part is those things were written in magnificent diction, styles and rhythm, in simple but sublime Arabic language, making it easier for people to commit the whole text to memory. Now, if the Holy Quran is the invention and fabrication of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, surely the scholars among the Jews, the Christians, will be able to detect the mistake and lie in it. Now, if the whole Quran is the invention and innovation of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, surely the prominent poets of that time will be able to challenge it. Now, if the whole Quran is the words of Allah, the Almighty mixed with the words of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, surely the learned among the Quraysh will be able to distinguish them and would become an argument for them to accuse the Holy Prophet ﷺ as a liar. This would then deter the Arabs at that time to embrace Islam. Now, if the whole Quran is the words of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, surely those who are close to him and with him, such as his wives and companions, will know his lie, and surely they will abandon Islam, and the infidel Quraysh will not embrace Islam. Oh, brothers and sisters, all these arguments point out that the Holy Quran is indeed the words of Allah the Almighty, and not the words of the Holy Prophet. Rarely Allah speaks the truth. Now, since the whole Quran is a revelation from Allah Ta'ala, therefore it confirms the previous books of revelation, such as the Psalms of Prophet David, the Torah of Prophet Moses, and the Bible of Prophet Jesus, son of Mary, stated in chapter this verse 163. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وآتينا داود زبور. It means, and to David we give the Psalms. Chapter Yunus verse 37. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وما كان هذا القرآن أن يفترى من دون الله ولكن تصديق الذي بين يديه وتفصيل الكتاب لا ريب فيه من رب العالمين. Means, and this Quran is not such as could ever be produced by other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but it is a confirmation of the revelation which was before it. That's the Torah and the Gospel, and a full explanation of the book wherein there is no doubt it is from the Lord of the worlds. Now, since all the prophets and messengers of Allah have preached and conveyed the same religion of Allah the Almighty, that is Islam, every Muslim must believe in all books of revelation as decreed in chapter in verse 84. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل آمنا بالله وما أنزل علينا وما أنزل على إبراهيم وإسماعيل وإسحاق ويعقوب والأسباط وما أوتي موسى وعيسى والنبيون من ربهم لا نفرق بين أحد منهم ونحن له مسلمون. It means, say, O Muhammad, we believe in Allah and in what has been sent down to us. And what was sent down to Abraham, Ismail, Isaac, Jacob, and Asbab. That is the offspring of the 12 sons of Jacob. And what was given to Moses, Jesus, and the prophets from the Lord. We make no distinction between one another among them, and to him we have submitted in Islam. Now, Muslims are only required to believe in the Torah of Moses in its original version during the time of Prophet Moses alayhi salam. And in the Bible, in its original version, during the lifetime of the Prophet Jesus, son of Mary, alayhi. But not after these two prophets. This is because the present Torah and Bible have been distorted. This is what Allah said in chapter Al-Baqarah verse 79. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَوَيْلٌ لِلَّذِينَ يَكْتُبُونَ الْكِتَابَ بِأَيْدِيهِمْ ثُمَّ يَقُولُونَ هَذَا مِنْ عِندِ اللَّهِ لِيَشْتَرُوا بِهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا فَوَيْلٌ لَهُم مِّمَّا كَتَبَتْ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَوَيْلٌ لَهُم مِّمَّا يَكْسِبُونَ. It means they woe to those who write the book with their own hands and then say this is from Allah, to purchase with it a little price. Woe to them for what their hands have written, and woe to them for that they have the earned thereby. Chapter Al-Imran verse 17. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإن منهم لفريقا يلقون ألسنتهم بالكتاب لتحسبوه من الكتاب وما هو من الكتاب ويقولون هو من عند الله وما هو من عند الله ويقولون على الله كذبا وهم يعلمون. It means there is among them a section who distort the book with their tongues. As they read, you would think it is part of the book, but it is not part of the book. And they say this is from Allah, but it is not from Allah. It is they who tell a lie against Allah, and they know it very well. Now some of the Christian scholars had confirmed that some of the words in the Bible could not have been uttered by Jesus, son of Mary, meaning that they are not the words of Prophet Jesus, son of Mary, alayhi. Now since the Holy Quran is the latest and the final books of Revelation, it does not only confirm the previous books of Revelation, such as the Torah and the Gospel, but it also incorporates all what is contained therein, that is, all those which are really the words of Allah Ta'ala, the Almighty, and are relevant and suitable for all people, places and times. Those which are not relevant and suitable will abrogate it. And as such, people of all nations today, especially people of the book, the Jews and the Christians, have no choice but to believe in the Holy Quran and to abide by it if they want to be saved in this world and in the next world. Now since the whole Quran is the words of Allah Ta'ala, the Almighty, and not the words of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, it is binding upon the people of all nations, because they are all the servants of Allah the Almighty. For example, when Allah the Almighty forbids them to pray to idols or statues or other creatures, they must stop and prevent themselves from such acts in order to avoid from His punishment. When Allah the Almighty forbids them from claiming that Jesus, son of Mary, is the son of Allah, and at the same time He is also Allah Himself, then they must stop and refrain themselves from such